even for people that are on internationally. Make sure and share. It's the middle of the night for some of them. But guys, super excited for tonight. We're going to go ahead and get right into this. This is obviously one of my business partners, Joe Dickinson. He is the creator of the WhatIsIM marketing system. He and I put this stuff together. We like to tag team the quick trainings because he focuses on a lot of the online recruiting. A lot of you guys know I do a ton of online recruiting via the system, but I also focus on talking about the offline tactics as well, how I leverage what I do offline with the online marketing system. And 3,000 personal enrollments, 1,200,000 customers. I can tell you what I've been able to do works inside the system, and this system works. All right. Because I get asked all the time, how do you get all these leads? What are you showing them and stuff like that? I can tell you every single day I use the system. I have proof of that. WhatIsIM.info, which is a presentation site I use as part of the system. Then you have your custom site as well. I use it every day. And so without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to Joe. He's going to kick this off, get out your notepads, mute your phones, get hyper-focused for about 20 minutes. And you're going to leave this call with absolute clarity on how to become an enrollment machine. So with that, Joe, I'm going to go ahead and turn it to you, man.
Love it, guys. I love it, Brandon. Appreciate that. So guys, real quick show of hands, and I'm going to get into some offline strategy first and go into the actual app and the software that helps you guys recruit massively. But before you guys do a hand raise on this, who of y'all do not currently have the WhatIsIM marketing system? Just give me a hand raise. I want to just get a kind of an idea on, okay, cool. I see a bunch of hands raising. Great. So if you don't have it, all good. We're going to educate you on it. If you do have it, great. We're going to educate you on how to use it even more than what you should already be using it as, right? And Brandon's a perfect testament to this, guys. Systems and tools are all over the place, but they mean nothing if you don't go put in the elbow grease, right? So with that being said, Brandon mentioned something, and it was that he uses the WhatIsIM system, specifically his replicated version of this page. But I want to show this to you guys because there's a free resource that you guys can utilize all day long that's really powerful. And if you just go to WhatIsIM.info, and if you don't know that domain, write it down or ingrain it in your head. But this is just a generic page, and all it does is it explains IM in a really good way to someone who's interested. So Brandon, before we made this replicated system, and he actually got a version of this that links to his capture or links to his IM sign up form, and you guys that will have the same ability, he was leveraging this resource. So I want everyone to know that there is this free resource right out of the gate that if you have someone that says, Joe, what's this IM thing I see you posting about? Or someone asks me what I do and I say I trade, and they say, well, what do you mean that you trade? And I wanted to send them this link. I can leverage the generic videos that Brandon has put on this page to educate my prospect on IM. And that's exactly what Brandon does. Now, he uses the actual inside the system that we're going to show you, but my point being is this. He's the trailer, not the movie, right? He's the preview, not the movie. So all he does is get someone interested and then sends them to a page like you're looking at that educates them on what IM is. Now, y'all on this call may not be at the level Brandon is yet, is with regards to being able to explain IM. The guy's been in it for a while. He's very well spoken. He knows what to say, how to say it, etc. Partially because he's been doing this for so long, but he's been with the company for a while. So you guys have the ability to leverage material he's put together. So this WhatIsIM.info page does a phenomenal job educating people on IM. Brandon does a 50-second video right here, and it basically just gets the person bought in on, okay, this sounds really cool. I want to know more. Guess what? Here's the 6-minute overview video. So it's structured in such a way, guys, where when you send this to someone and they watch this short video, and then they go down and they watch this overview video, what do they want to know next? Well, is it working for people? What do you do when you go buy stuff on Amazon? You look at the reviews, don't you? And if the reviews look good, you buy the product. If the reviews look good, you buy the product. It's right here, right? Real success stories. And then in the replicated version of this that you guys are going to gain access to, or you might already have access to, there's a replicated version of this page, but check it out. Right at the bottom, it's got a click here to get started. This actually links right to your IM enrollment link. On top of, we give you guys pre-built funnels and all this other stuff inside of this. And I haven't even shown you the app yet. So if you're looking at this saying, ooh, this looks kind of tasty, this looks kind of good, the cool thing is you can try the software out totally free and it's under 20 bucks a month. How awesome is that, right? So we're going to get back into that in just a minute. But what I want to do now is I want to back up for a sec, because here's the reality. This system is sweet. It's got all the funnels. You don't have to go spend an arm and a leg and build funnels and get email and stuff all written up. It's all turnkey, ready to go. This is a Ferrari of a system. And when I flash the app, I'm going to show you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to flash the app right now because I'm getting fired up about it, Brandon. So I'm going to flash the app, then I'm going to come back to you. So guys, check this out. When you get this system, you're going to also get this app. And this isn't a big sales call for the system. This is a system that you can utilize to go build your IM business, because it's very cut and dry how it works. So check this out, guys. This is really, really cool. And if you're sitting there saying, I've got the system, great. Pay close attention here, because you're going to be able to understand exactly how to use it. Maybe you're not using it as much as you probably should, or you're not really sure what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my app. So here's the WhatIsIM marketing system. Brandon, you actually haven't even seen this newest edition, but right in the top of my screen towards the center, it says click for the most recent Zoom training. We're going to update that probably tomorrow morning with this one, but we're always putting the updated trainings inside this app that you guys can consume, which is great. But guys, inside this app, similar to what I just showed you on my computer, check this out. Does this page look familiar right here? Take a look at this. So inside this app, you can actually send information to a prospect, a friend, a family member, someone that's in your phone contacts. Send them information, and the app will tell you when they click the link open, when they watch the video. That's the power that Brandon harnesses in the people that use this. Because guys, here's what he knows. When he sends people this information, the app will tell him when they click it open. Who thinks it'd be valuable to know when your lead opens up information you sent to them? Give me a hand raise. Who thinks that'd be valuable to know? Absolutely. Who thinks it'd be valuable to know what videos they watched and how long they watched the videos for? So check this out. Inside the app, you've got the ability to send leads information right here. So that IM tour page that was awesome that I showed you on my computer, check this out. I'm going to go ahead and send that out to myself. I'm going to click it open right here. And it's not going to show right now because I'm on a screen recording, but the app would actually push me a notification that would tell me my lead just opened it up. It's also going to track the videos that they watch all inside here. Look at how clean this looks. Guys, how clean does this page look? Give me a hand raise or drop a fire in the chat if you like the way that this page looks. Pretty clean, right? A little bit better than the replicated website, huh? So anyways, you've got the ability to send this information out to people. Here's the other cool thing. If we open our app back up, oh, I just closed it. Let me open up my app back up here. When we open the app back up, you just saw like the tour page that you might send to someone that you've been talking to a little bit, you know, or maybe they're interested and you can send them all the information at once. But check this out. We click this little link open here. Let me go ahead and open it up. It's a little laggy on a screen recording, but guys, you see the other videos here where it says sizzle video pages? So this one really quick, or right here, this IM sizzle video, Brandon actually shot 60-second videos that a lot of y'all lead with HFX or DCX. I know there's some new stuff coming. You can actually choose the video that you want to send to someone to get them interested in knowing more. Here's what I mean by that. I'll give you a hypothetical. We're going to go into some training. Then, Brandon, I'm going to reverse order and come back to you for the offline stuff after. But, guys, I want to give you a hypothetical here. Say you wanted to reach out to someone that you talked to 6 months ago, or like you kind of know. All right, everyone following me? They're not really a good friend. Raise your hand if you're following me with this. They're more of an acquaintance. All right. Let's just say you know someone, or maybe you've seen them on Facebook and like, you know, this person's into Forex, you know, they're into crypto, maybe you know they're in the stock market, you know that they have an investor mindset, and you want to reach out to them about IM, but it's like, man, what the heck do I say to them to get the conversation open? Well, the cool thing is, guys, not only can you lead with specific services inside of IM that would be interested, or that your lead you think would be most interested in. And by the way, if you're not really sure, you just know they're a business-minded person. Like, for example, say my buddy Mike, you know, like I kind of know him, but not really, but I know he's a business-minded guy. Maybe he's an accountant or something, right? And he's interested in investments. I'd love to hit him up about IM. I don't really know if he's like really into crypto or Forex, but I do think he'd be interested in IM just in totality, right? Because it's a really cool vehicle. So I could send my buddy Mike this page right here, and I'm going to share with you guys how I'm going to even open up that conversation in a minute. But let me show you what this looks like. And by the way, the app will allow you to send with whatever medium you want, Facebook Messenger, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and send over my buddy Mike this link. And I want you guys just to kind of catch a glimpse here. If you're sitting there saying, Joe, you're going really fast, man, just follow me on this for a second. Check this page out. Very simple little page. Learn and earn using your phone. It's a 50-second video of Brandon. And all he's really saying is we've got a really awesome vehicle. It allows the average person to be able to leverage the largest financial markets in the world. Get back in touch with the person who shared this with you to get more information. So if I were talking to my buddy Mike and I sent him this and he watched this video, it would probably be enough for him to say, yeah, man, like send me more info. Here's the cool thing. If my buddy Mike clicks on this see how this works button, the app or the page will tell my buddy Mike to text me back to get the full 6-minute overview video. Guys, who likes the look of that? This app tells your prospect to reach back out to you. Give me a hand raise if you love the sound of that, right? So that's how the app in totality works from a sending material standpoint. But you might be saying, Joe, that's cool, man, but how the heck am I even going to bring up a conversation with Mike? Like, who's wondering or saying to themselves, that sounds good, but how am I going to get the person interested in wanting to know about IM? Who's wondering what they should say to them, right? I'm going to show you right now. So check this out, my friends. We're going to open up our app again. And so in this app, we've actually preloaded scripts. And a lot of these scripts actually came from the man himself right there, who is the master of scripts, right? And so anyways, check this out. Right inside of our app, right on my home screen, under business building, there's a little paper airplane looking icon thing. Let me click on that. So inside of here, do you guys see where it says convo starters, text to good friends, and text to acquaintances? These are scripts, and I'm going to go ahead and just click open. There's a little blue paper like icon next to text to acquaintances. I'm going to click that, and it's going to show you what this script says. So check it out. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I wanted to get your opinion on something real quick. Guys, if I've got this buddy Mike in my phone that like I kind of know, or maybe he's a Facebook messenger, you know, a Facebook friend, whatever it might be, and I want to reach out to him, I've got to get the conversation open. I can't just smash him with a link, right? And hope that he watches it. He's gonna be like, whoa, what is this spammy stuff here? So I can send this out to someone that I might not have talked to for 6 months, a year, 5 years from now. Guys, I want to ask you a question. How many of y'all have over 300 contacts in your phone if you had to guess? Over 300 contacts, give me a hand raise. Yeah, there goes everyone's hand, right? How many of y'all might have over 500 contacts? Give me a hand raise, right? So if you knew what to say to those people to get a conversation open with them about IM, would you text this script out to some people maybe you haven't talked to in a while? Give me a hand raise. Who would feel comfortable sending it out? Guys, of course. And here's the reality. If they don't respond, who cares? You haven't talked to them in 6 months anyways, and you probably never will, right? Or whatever the case might be. This allows you to open a conversation up. So you might say, okay, I'm following you. I can send this out to some people, but what next, Joe? So say I sent this out to my buddy Mike. Haven't talked to him in 6 months, but I know he's a business-minded guy. Maybe he's a friend of a friend, whatever. And he says, sure, man, what's up? Say he responds back. At that point, do you see where there's these good friends second text? Now, Mike might not be a good friend necessarily, but I know the dude is business-minded. So check this out. I'm going to show you what this script says. I found an interesting business model I wanted you to get your opinion on. Do you have 30 seconds to watch a video and give me your feedback? Boom. Guys, what are we doing here? We're getting Mike open to receiving what video? Brandon's 30 seconds. Well, it's 50 seconds, really. Brandon's 50-second video. So if Mike responds back to this, what did I just do? Now I'm relying on the big man in the red over there to do the selling for me at this point, right? I can now send them the video from Brandon. So guys, who's following me here? Who feels like they can do that, leveraging some scripts, reaching out to some people? Who thinks they can do that to 2 people a day, every single day in their phone contacts? And who thinks they can teach their team to reach out to 2 people a day? Give me a hand raise. That's where it's all coming. It's that simple. All you guys have to do is plug into these scripts, send messages out, and don't be scared, because here's the reality. Number one, this is not a scary text message to send. And number 2, if they don't respond, who cares? And number 3, they're probably not going to be offended if you're a little bit worried about, like, you know, being a little bit too pushy. You're too pushy when you just smash someone with a link out of nowhere. You're not too pushy when you open up the conversation like this. If they don't want to see it, they're just not going to respond. That's all you have to do. And so inside this app, if you're sitting there saying, that all makes sense, Joe, but I kind of want some more info and training on all this, here's the cool thing. You see in the top right corner of my screen, there's a little button that says help. If you click on that, there's videos loaded into this app where I'm actually teaching you exactly what I'm saying right now. So don't feel like you have to remember all of this. Know that if you go get into this app and you see these little help icons, watch them and listen to what I'm saying again, because this app is not, oh man, will the software work and generate me leads? It's not even about that. Yeah, it will work if you put in the work, but it's not going to text people on its own out of nowhere, right? That would maybe be kind of cool, but it wouldn't allow you to actually build relationships with people. So if you plug into the app, you can see results. And I know that for a fact because Brandon and a lot of these other top leaders are encouraging and using not only the app themselves, but allowing their team and encouraging their team to use it too. Who's with that? Who feels like, okay, if I put in the work, I can see results here. Give me a hand raise. Absolutely. There's the hand raised. I appreciate the participation there. Guys, it's the truth. It's all it takes. And here's the reality. If you do it, your team will follow, you will lead by example, and you will build a business. So with that being said, there's one other thing I'm going to show you in it. And then what I recommend, and I'll show you guys how to get this app totally free for 7 days, by the way. Usually 3 days. It's 7 just for the people on this call. But anyways, and that's your little congratulations to getting on this. But anyways, guys, the app does so many things. Go explore it. But check out this one right here. Right in the center of my screen, it says social media. We're going to click this open. Brandon, you haven't even seen this update yet. But guys, we actually have done for you social media content that you guys can go ahead and click, download right to your phone and post to your Facebook. Who loves that, by the way? Who loves plugging into done for you compliant social media imagery you can post? It's all inside the app. And guess what? We're always loading new stuff in here. So we've got these. We've got stories. So nice tall imagery that you guys can go ahead and literally click and post right to your phone, to your social media channels to get people to DM and message you. And then check this. On top of that, I just added these. Brandon, you haven't seen these yet. Memes are powerful, right? So if we click these open, it's going to take a second to load simply because the screen share. But check this out. Really funny, cool memes that you can post to get people interested in what it is that you do. I love this one. This one I think is just so funny. When you're a parent but trading his life, right? And the guy puts himself in the crib. That's just kind of funny. But you can post these things and just get people to reach out, et cetera. And they're like, what do you mean trading? What is that even? Guys, what did we just do? We got someone interested in learning more about what it is that you do. Here's the other one from the Wolf of Wall Street, right? Hey, listen, I quit. He showed me this Forex thing. It's just cool stuff that we've actually put in here that you guys can utilize to get conversations started. So we're always loading new stuff in there. But guys, when you get this app, go feel free to use these, right? So a lot of cool stuff in here. Here's another little cool one. So with that being said, you saw the desktop version, you saw the app version. All you all have to do, and do not do it right now, wait till we're done, is reach out to your sponsor, see if they have the WhatIsIM system, ask them for a referral link so that you can get signed up with them. There is a 3 and free program, or you can go to, I'm going to show you guys this link. And by the way, everyone that is on this call, after this call, if you check your email, you should see an email coming from support@Mobile Mind Agency. I've actually dropped the free trial link in all your email inboxes, so it's very easy for you to get. And we'll also drop it in the chat. But basically, if you just go to whatisim.info/free-trial, you can sign up for a free extended 7-day trial. It's usually 3 days, but anyone that gets in by this Friday at midnight, you've locked in a 7-day free trial. If you don't love it, cancel before and you won't be charged. The system is incredibly affordable. You can see right here, it's 20, 30, or 40 bucks a month. Look, if you're all in with IM, go with this package and consume the training inside. It's going to help you immensely. So with that being said, Brandon, I'm going to throw it back to you guys. We'll make sure the link is in this chat so you can get it. But Brandon, I want to throw it back to you because I wanted to ask you a quick question, and I love this. Boom. So Brandon, I wanted you to answer this question right here because I think it's powerful. And by the way, guys, Brandon's about to answer what he says when people ask him what he does for a living. It's brilliant, and you all should use this. But I want you to keep this in mind, because what Brandon's about to tell you is not even gonna help you unless you know what to do to get someone to ask you what you do for a living. One of my first mentors taught me. He said, Joe, you want people as a network marketer to ask you what you do for a living, so you have an easy way of communicating to them. Hey, I work full-time at the restaurant, but part-time I help people trade in the financial markets, or whatever the elevator pitch would be, obviously, for IM. So if you want someone to ask you what you do for a living, you ask them what they do for a living first. So when Brandon gets asked, what do you do for a living? Brandon, how do you respond to that, brother?
I just make it real simple. Before I used to have like a sentence or two. Now I just say I trade. In fact, Joe, it just happened yesterday. I had carpet cleaners. They came to my house. And here's what's funny, guys. I'm giving you literally, I wish I had this on recording, but here's what I said. These young millennials, they came to my house, 7,400 square feet, 9 bedrooms. Okay. They cleaned my house, carpet cleans, brand new and all this. And they said, what do you do for work? And I said, I trade. They said, you trade what? I said, I trade currency. I do Forex. I also do crypto. They're like, oh, dude, that's totally awesome. I was like downloading the Robinhood thing, trying to figure out how to use that. And the one guy said, he said, well, does it work? And I said, now, again, I don't want to be arrogant and egotistical. What I said was, I said, you just cleaned my 7,400 square foot home.
Yeah.
I said, you ask me if it works.
Yeah.
And he said, dude, he said, can you send me some info? And here's what I said. What's your Instagram? Sent him the Instagram. Now you could do a text message, whatever, however you guys communicate, right? I said, what's your Instagram? I said, I'll send you the info right now. But I said, if I do, will you watch it? I like the if I will you, because I still like to use that rather than just spam. If I send it to you, will you watch it? He said, yes. And so what I did is I took a video from our funnel here and I sent it to him. Actually sent him a follow-up today. So that was yesterday, today. I sent him a follow-up. Hey man, what did you like best? I didn't even ask him, did you watch it? I hate even asking that. No, I didn't get a chance. I was home watching the playoffs. What did you like best? Right. And so then he answers and I said, why don't we do this? I said, you're local. I said, I got some guys here local that are traded with me. They're trade partners. And I said, let's meet, whether it's on Zoom or in person, so that you can see what we're doing. Guys, that literally was my approach. But that initial approach, what Joe asked was, what do you say? I said, I trade. Now you could say, I trade Forex or I trade currency, like I trade currency or I trade crypto. And I don't focus on the business side and all that because a lot of people I don't want to recruit and all this kind of stuff. So I focus on the product, the product really, because that's what's going to get more people interested is I trade. And because I just so happen to be there in my nice house and they asked me, well, does it work? I said, well, you asked me, I mean, you just cleaned 7,400 square foot home. I said, that's because of what I do. And so become interested. Now you may say, yeah, but Brandon, I don't have a big home like that. Then all you say is this, I trade. So if I'm a chiropractor, doctor, attorney, or whatever, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I'm an attorney. I'm a doctor. I'm a dentist. You don't tell people that. What you tell them is you trade, because what are you really trying to do? You're trying to drive business. You don't want to tell them about legal and being a doctor or being a dentist. I don't care what you do full time. It's what do you do? I trade currency. So even if you only do it for 1 hour a day, that's what I do. Yeah, I may be an attorney, doctor, dentist, whatever, but I'm not trying to drive traffic for that. I'm trying to drive traffic for my business. I trade currency.
Yeah, love that. And guys, that was it. Just to really, hit the nail on the head here. When they say, well, what do you mean? All he does is, well, I have a couple of videos that explain what's your Instagram. I'll send it to there. And I love Instagram, by the way, because like people sometimes get weird about giving a phone number out. DMs though on Instagram, they're kind of even more powerful because you can see when they read it. I mean, the app allows you to know all that stuff too.
And sometimes I found, Joe, and the reason why I made a revision over time, because before I'd say, what's your cell phone number? Well, here's the problem. If it's a cold contact and you met them for the first time, most people don't want to give you their cell phone number because they don't want to be hit up. But here's what I found is nobody, and I mean nobody, resists giving you the social media because first of all, they want you to follow them.
Yeah.
So it's less kind of like, that's what's your Instagram? And so I have found no issues with that at all. In fact, they check their Instagram faster than they do the text message. So that is an alteration that I made a while back, probably 2 years ago. That's actually worked well. But if you want to do text, that's fine too. Depending on if it's a warm contact, semi-warm, or cold. I find that with the cold contact, it is better to hit them up on Instagram.
Yeah, got it. Cool. No, that makes sense. And then guys, all he really does, after when they say it and they're ready to get information, he says, if I send it, will you watch it? all he's doing at that point, and then we'll end this call just because I know we're getting to the 30-minute range. But I think it's important for you guys to know the full circle here. So when he gets to that point, and when you guys get to that point where you tell people I trade, and they say trade what, and then you say currency, and they say what do you mean? All you've got to say is I've got a couple of videos that explain it. If I send them to you, would you watch it? And if they say yes, say what's your Instagram? All Brandon's really doing at that point inside the app is, remember, these people are ready to see information already. We're not sending them scripts. We don't have to do that. Now, if you're sitting at home doing nothing and you want to build your business, yeah, use the scripts to get conversations open, right? But if they're ready to receive information at that point, all Brandon's doing is dropping this IM tour page right here. He's grabbing them from the contacts. And by the way, if he's Instagramming them, that's fine. All he's got to do is essentially open up his phone contacts, like if he's got an iPhone, add a contact with the person's name, just put a bogus phone number in it. It doesn't matter. It could be 55555, whatever. And then he can select that person's name in here. And then when he clicks this, he can go ahead and simply just click more share options. He can send it right through Instagram here, or he can just copy the link and then drop it out to them in an Instagram DM if you want to do it that way. Or, of course, you can just click text message right here and send it out that way. But the point I'm making is this link that is generated is tied to that contact. So if you just took this link and I posted it to social media and 17 people clicked it, it would say I was sending it to my buddy Mike, it would say Mike clicked it 17 times. These links are made to that contact. That's why you must have a contact associated in your phone with them. Even if you don't have their phone number, that's okay. But that's all Brandon's doing, is sending in this page right here. And just for you guys can kind of get a visual of that again to make it ultra clear. Oh, it's not that one. It is this one right here. It's just that tour page that I showed you with the 3 different videos. And if people watch this, guys, there's a good chance they're in.
And let me answer something, because one of the questions asked, the videos, FRX, ECX, and all that, it's trading in general. We don't really talk about ECX, but it's trade. It doesn't matter DCX, FRX, HFX. It doesn't matter. This is general trading. The key is to introduce not just the specific, but it's just to give them a teaser, kind of an overview. Here's the cost. And that way it's introducing them to trading, and then they can decide what package they want to get. I want to do a share screen here because go ahead and make me co-host, Joe.
Sure
because
will.
a lot of times when we send out the recording, I get hit up the next day saying, yeah, but Brandon, you got the link, but I didn't see the chat where the link was put in. And so now for those who are going to go back and watch this recording, I want to show you guys how to see this. So right here at the top, whatisim.info/free-trial. Okay. So I'm going to show that to you. It's in the chat, but it's also here. And then you go down here. This will actually see where it says start free trial right there. Start free trial. A lot of times I get asked, yeah, but Brandon, why is my IM username and password not work? Well, because this is not connected to that. This is separate from the company. This is a system me and Joe created. So your IM username password are going to work. You create your own. And if it's the same as your IM username password, that's fine. But you got to start the free trial right there. Or you can just go and choose what package you want for your monthly and stuff like that. This will go through all those details. But there's where you start the free trial, create the username and password, and then you can get logged in and start using the system. So for anybody going back and watching the recording, we've put it in the chat, but it's also right here. WhatIsIM.info/free-trial. That will get you access to it. And yes, Crystal did say, yes, FRX and ECX is included. We do have those systems in the back office for people that are kind of using that want to kind of push something out different to those individuals. Yeah. Translated, I'm developing IM in France. I need to translate the videos of the funnel. How can I do this? Nicholas, you can hit myself and Joe Dickinson on Facebook Messenger. We can put you in a group and talk about that. You guys got to understand with translation, it is a little bit complicated because it takes a lot of time, a lot of money. We got to have good videos. And then it has to go to enough people that then justifies the time, the effort, the money that it takes to do that. That's why it's a little bit of a, we have no problem doing translation. If there's hundreds of people, thousands of people, they're going to use it. Otherwise, we're just eating time, eating money, trying to create that on the back end.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, love it, man. So guys, that's really it. What I'm going to do is this. If you check your email inbox, that link will also be there. Go grab your trial. Do it tonight. You got a 7-day trial up until Friday, but don't wait. don't put off till tomorrow what can be done today, right? And that's really it, my friend. So anyways, with all that being said, I'll get the recording out tomorrow morning. Brandon, I'll have that blast out to you, that link to share with you tomorrow morning that you can then blast out. And that'll be it. So appreciate all you guys. Brandon, appreciate you putting this together, man. And I think that's it for now.
Okay. See you guys. Have a good night, everybody.